Well, hey there, Jackie Flynn here. I'm excited to tell you about the Play Therapy Summit by PESI 2023. Last year, we had our very first Play Therapy Summit and it went amazing. We definitely got some feedback and we have integrated that feedback into this year, so it's going to be better than ever. Last year's, I learned so much from the presenters, and I had an opportunity to be a presenter myself. It was so good as we learned from people like, there's a lot of repeats this year too, but we learned from Ana Gomez, which is one of my mentors as an EMDR child therapist. And we learned from Carmen, Jimenez Pride, and Marshall. We learned from Dr. David Crenshaw. All of these people in our play therapy community that have a lot to teach us, not only information of things that we can do, but lots of information and ways that we can show up in therapy and this human to human connection that really allows us to provide this deep access to healing that is not accessible in any way other than play. So, this year, I just want to go through the lineup this year. So, Dr. Dan Siegel is the keynote. I have read his books over and over and over and over again. I remember The Whole Brain Child. I was listening to it on Audible. And it was years ago when it first came out, and I had a study group with my private practice. And I could literally kind of repeat some of the phrases from the book by heart. So good. He teaches us all about integration, that concept of we, having a me, and then a we together forms a we. The integration of the neurobiology and the integration of the traumas that sometimes our clients are experiencing. The very first presentation this year is with a dear friend of mine and a colleague and a fellow polyvagal theory enthusiast, Dora Henderson. She's going to teach us all about the inside out approaches for sensory and somatic regulation. She knows her stuff when it comes to polyvagal. She's so playful and she's so silly. I had a chance to go to her private practice and really witness the beautiful healing that happens there day in and day out, taking these really just hard situations and experiences that the clients have endured and utilizing these concepts to help them not only reprocess it in session, but no longer be alone in those experiences. And what we know about trauma is that it's that accompaniment of someone not being alone in their suffering. So Dora's going to teach us all about that and through the lens of the polyvagal theory. She has a lot of sensory stuff in there. Paris Goodyear Brown, she's perhaps at the very foundation of our play therapy community. She's the creator, the founder of Trauma Play. She if I were to think about like Paris and what she's taught me personally as a play therapist is just the importance of providing connection and safety. So you may know her already from so many books that she's written or TED Talks. But this year in the Play Therapy Summit, she's teaching us all about parents as partners in trauma play. She has Partnering with Parents books, which is considered a staple really in our play therapy community of how to work with parents. If we don't have that piece of working with parents, we're missing out on a big element of healing opportunity when we work with the kids. The tagline of her presentation is growing safe bosses, nurturing and story keepers. And when you see her presentation, you'll see more of what that means. But she is very much nervous system informed, and she teaches us how to really not only regulate but heal some really painful circumstances with our kid clients and their families just through play and safety and symbolism, and it's all founded in her trauma play approach. She's amazing. The next one on day one is Sophia answering. She is someone that is so super knowledgeable when it comes to using pop culture. She's just so energetic and so fun and lively. She makes healing accessible through the power of play, just through her safe, playful nature and her deep wisdom. This year, she's teaching us about Lego, pop culture, sand tray, and expressive arts, how to increase engagement, gain greater emotional awareness, and flexibility in kids. You are sure to enjoy that presentation because she's so engaging. And when you finish watching it and you finish kind of experiencing it, it's not even just watching it, it's so dynamic. You will not only have some different things that you can do and incorporate, but ways of being just from watching her in action. It can inspire you to be more playful, more connected, and how to do that in a way that's authentic. Oh, I'm super excited about Alvin Bonds. He's a registered play therapist supervisor. He's teaching us about culturally sensitive approaches in play therapy. It is super important to just really not only honor and respect diversity, but it is. I would say it's ethically it's needed to be able to make this healing safe and accessible to everyone. So it's a lot of the things that he's going to teach us may not be common sense. So to practice ethically and to practice in a way that makes the healing accessible and safe for everyone is definitely important. And you will love Alvin. All these people are so very fun and playful. It's unlike any other presentation that you've seen likely. Now, on day two is the day that I get to moderate, and I'm so excited because Lisa Dion starts on day two. I've learned more from Lisa Dion as a play therapist than perhaps anyone in my journey. She is a guru when it comes to just understanding the nervous system of kids and how to connect. I think about like that concept of just being with someone. When we can be with someone and their lived experience, whether they are reprocessing their suffering, they're showing us their experiences through aggressive play, through disconnected, maybe they're shut down, then they are no longer alone. And the way that she is teaching us this year is really how to go inside interoceptive awareness in the playroom, setting the stage for successful co-regulation. Co-regulation, when you think about it, I worked as a school counselor for many years, and in the individualized education plans, IEPs, one of the big goals was to help a child self-regulate, when in all actuality, we are not designed to self regulate. We are humans that are meant to be in connection. So when we work with our clients and we can connect with them in this deep way of being in session, they internalize that presence. So even when they're alone, they still have that capacity to co regulate just by having experienced that with us. And she's going to teach us all about it. Lisa is incredible. I love her. Dr. Janet Courtney, she's the creator. Oh, and Lisa's the creator of synergetic play therapy. Dr. Janet Courtney, these are the best. I am so excited. Dr. Janet Courtney, she's the creator of First Play Therapy, and she's perhaps one of the most brilliant people that I've ever met when it comes to like the healing power of touch and connectedness. And she's very knowledgeable on nature-based play therapy. So that's actually what she's teaching us about this year. She wrote a book. I had the honor of writing a chapter in her book with Jamie Lynn Langley and Rose Pierre Harvey and Ross Heiko. This year, she's teaching us about nature-based play therapy, a multi-sensory experience to treat trauma and promote resilience in kids. Why is nature important? Because it really offers this sensory rich experience. What we know about trauma is that the senses get heightened and things feel really intense, really quick. She helps us really use this knowledge to incorporate stones and flowers and clay and feathers and in a playful way that makes the healing accessible and long lasting for the clients that we work with. She's incredible. I just spent some time with her in February on the beach. She had she bought this conch shell for Dora Henderson and I, and taught us how to blow the conch shell, which is very, very regulating to the nervous system, because there's this like the vibration of the neck, and then it goes through to regulate the entire nervous system through that sound, kind of similar to singing or humming. So you're in for a treat when you see Dr. Janet Courtney. Now, Heather is the next one. Heather Fairley Denbrough. I met her through a training that she was in the same break room that I was. And I remember saying to her, I feel like some special connection to you. You are amazing. And it turns out she's trained in synergetic play therapy. She's one of the people that consults for the trainees that Lisa Dion trains in synergetic play therapy. She is incredible in so many areas, parent support, and specifically in suicide ideation, which is an area that is not a comfortable area for a lot of us. A lot of us, it brings up a lot of fear, a lot of kind of this feeling of panic, like, what do I do? What if I make a mistake? And how do I act? Will I be betraying the kid if I, reach out to support? She gives us all the details. When you know what to do and you know when to do it and how to do it, it makes all the difference. We can not only keep our kids safe, but do the right thing that is long term healthy for their nervous system, and for ours, in a way that feels very nurturing and connected. Just wait till you meet her. She's incredible. The title of hers is Play Therapy and Suicide Ideation, Practical Tools to Reduce Stress and Anxiety in Young Clients. She's really good with the little kids. The next presentation on day two is Claire Mellington and Tammy Van Hollander. They are a dynamic duo. I first met Tammy. I met her. I watched her videos, and when I was in grad school, sitting in the parking lot, thinking, "Oh, I want to be a sensory therapist one day." I never had the even the notion that I would be able to call her a friend. But her and Claire are kind of like, I think about like Batman and Robin. There's this playful connection when you get them together. They are so fun and so knowledgeable. Claire, what I mean, she's knowledgeable on so many things: parents and parent consultation and attachment play therapy. One of the biggest things that I've learned from Claire is just like meeting people with safety and connection, and really honoring that those early on experiences create these implicit memories that can emerge, and a way to be when those memories emerge, and a way to access the healing even just through minimal connection. They're doing it together, Tammy and Claire. Guided imagery and expressive arts, tools to create safety, self soothe, and improve mood and behavior in young clients. So fun. You're going to love them. Oh my goodness. The next one is Liliana Balon. She just did a TED Talk. I had an opportunity to spend some time with her in Florida in November. She's so knowledgeable and so fun. It's I don't even know if there's the words to quite explain her presence, other than you can feel her love. You can feel her love. You can feel her depth of knowledge. She's teaching us about diversity awareness and play therapy, working with immigrant and refugee clients. She helps us to truly understand on a deep level what these kids and families need, what they've endured, and what really helps. You will love her. She's just like a ball of joy and energy, and also so much great information. Well, I'm super excited for you to join us at the Play Therapy Summit 2023. It is going to be bigger and better than ever as far as the information that we're going to learn, and you'll be able to feel energized and be able to use what you learn in your practice right away as soon as you get back to whether you're working in the schools or whether you're working in a private practice or an agency setting, hospitals, in nature. There's so many different settings you could use play therapy with your clients, and it works with people across the lifespan. All right. Well, thank you so much. Again, I'm Jackie Flynn, and I'm the moderator for day two for Pessy's Play Therapy Summit 2023.